Hey guys, this is Gene at DNS Bait, and this report is current as of Friday, April the 13th. Our speaker this next Thursday on the 19th is going to be local fishing expert and guide Travis Richardson. Topic is going to be Lake Mendota catfish. That's at 7 o'clock here at the store, and it's free to anybody who'd like to come. So, as far as the fishing report goes around town, we've had an awful windy week, so a lot of guys didn't get their boats in the water this week. But there were quite a few guys poking around the shoreline in areas and having some success. In the river above Lake Mendota, there have been some bluegills up around the piers and up towards Naughty Gal. A few white bass in there and occasional catfish. Yesterday the catfish were biting up in Cherokee Marsh, I was told. Otherwise, the inlets around the west side of Lake Mendota have been producing some bluegills at times. They're not there all the time, but there are some nice fish in there at times. And the guys that are consistent and poking around every day do have little windows of opportunity where they do capitalize and catch a few nice bluegills. Over in Lake Monona, there's been some guys fishing off the convention center in the morning, getting a few bluegills, even an occasional perch I've heard over there. And there's still some guys fishing over in the Monona Bay area, taking a few bluegills in there at times. The water needs to warm up a little bit. We're looking at low 50s yet for our water temperatures. So once that starts to creep up into the upper 50s, things are going to really start to pop. There's guys who have been putting their boats in at Lake Monona when the wind permits, and they have been having some luck back in Squaw Bay in that 5 to 8 foot of water. Just fishing with some small jigs like ratfinks underneath a small bobber, tipping it with a redworm or spikes or even a minnow, and just fan casting all over the area there. They've been having some success. I did talk to some guys that did pretty well a couple of days over by between Sluter Beach and the boat landing over there this week. A couple of days out in the same thing, 5, 6 feet of water, 7 feet of water, just casting with the small ice jigs. Make a lot of casts, look around, but there's quite a few fish on some of the weeds that are coming up in that area. Lake Wabisa's been kind of quiet. This is the time of the year you want to start looking for some crappie and bluegill action, though, up from Lake Farm and down towards Christie's and Goodland and down in the marsh, down on the south end of the lake. And I know they have been taking a few fish over there. I just haven't heard anything real consistent yet. Kegonsa, the same thing. I did hear some bluegills up in the river, up by Tomadance, up that area, fish camp up in there. But periodically, they're not there all the time. The guys that are hitting those spots on a regular basis do occasionally have some success. I have been talking to some fellows that have been going up to Crystal Lake and Fish Lake, catching a few crappies up in that area. That public boat landing on Crystal Lake is still closed, so don't plan on putting your boat in there. The guys that I've been talking to have generally been fishing around the shoreline. So really, that's about all I have right now. I haven't heard much up on the Wisconsin River anymore as far as the walleye bite goes, but I'm sure those fish have moved back down into the lake, Wisconsin, and have started to have a little bit of a trolling bite up in there, I've heard, but I haven't heard a whole lot. So that's all I got for right now. Don't forget that seminar coming up on Thursday the 19th. It's going to be local fishing expert and guide Travis Richardson. The topic's going to be Lake Mendota catfish at 7 o'clock here at the store. Free to anybody who'd like to come and see it. We'll see you then. Thanks. Bye.